There you guys, all about map 2, which is being played on Daybreak. ClouD taking that first map pretty convincingly, but Bratok had that counter plan ready. He tried to set it up. We saw the idea was there, the execution just, it didn't really work out. He ended up losing a lot of Marines to those first two tanks straight away.
He just didn't really have the right army composition. He needed more Marauders, man. He was just like Marine only against mass Blue Flame Hellion.
Yeah, that was like, I was mostly talking about the counter-attack thing. I mean, sure, in the straight-up fight, he definitely needed more Marauders, but those point defense drones helped out a lot.
Yeah, the thing about the counter, though, like, when you counterattack, you're trying to do a couple of things. A, you're either trying, you're not trying to do a couple of things. You're trying to do one of a couple of things. You're either trying to buy yourself time by pulling his army back, or B, you're trying to initiate some kind of weird base race. Obviously, you're not going to win a base race against mech with just Marine, because the units that pop out with SCVs are eventually going to clean it up, unless you've just got so many Marines. Bratok didn't have that many. It's really the only thing he could have achieved there is pulling ClouD back. But the counter did not come until ClouD was already committed to his push. ClouD was already past the halfway point, so he's not coming back. He says, okay, well, you're in my base, I'm going to yours, you've got enough units out of position that I know that I can win a fight in your natural. So if you're going to counter like that, you need to either be doing it faster or doing it with more
and he basically had to take out everything.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if he was going to end up losing all those Marines, he should have at least pretty much killed every single SFV and those two siege tanks. I mean, he did take out the orbital, but it just wasn't enough. But we'll see what game 2 brings. Of course, the Russian Terran Bratok is our red Terran, spawning at the right top side of Daybreak, and alternate ClouD, our lovely Italian / I would almost call him German these days, man. He's been living in Germany for so long. I wonder if ClouD feels even remotely German. I don't think he does.
I think he would probably say no to that, knowing ClouD.
No, I'm Italian.
He went back to Italy like recently for vacation, and I was just talking about it. He's like, oh, I love my home country. It's so beautiful. And then he...
Wow. It's the CC first by Bratok, man. So Bratok going CC first, ClouD most likely going for the no gas fast expand build. So Bradok's going to have a slight economic lead. We've been talking about this before, but you shouldn't forget that ClouD is going to have units on the map a little bit quicker, so he's going to be the one with superior map vision. So that kind of gives Bratok more things to worry about, which might equal things out in the end long run. But of course, only looking at the economy, the opening from Bratok is better for this phase.
Yeah, a very good economic opening. Very difficult for ClouD to do anything about it, aside from just going completely all in with, 3-4 racks and an SCV pull. But that's not what we're going to see. ClouD is expanding himself, and it's Bratok who does have one or two worker lead, I should say.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that many TVTs on Daybreak.
Oh, ClouD going for double command center. No, I haven't seen that many either. I mean, we saw the Muslim against Slayer's Ryung last week. The Muslim who will be, of course, featuring in tomorrow's matches, since he is playing in Division 2. I look forward to that. Will he stay undefeated? That's a big question. That pops to my mind straight away. But the Muslim played excellent on against Ryung, and that was actually the exact same scenario, wasn't it? Wasn't the Muslim going to no gas fast expand and Ryung going for
yes,
command center first?
Yes.
So
and the Muslim just kind of outplayed Ryung. He played very, very good StarCraft.
He sure did. ClouD's going to follow this up, as I said, with double command center. That's interesting. And that's just one of those things that, well, Bratok is not doing that yet. That Bratok can know about. Bratok has to worry about a lot of things. He has to worry about Banshees. He has to worry about maybe a crazy Marine Rex all in, even though that's very unlikely. Or just the no gas fast expand. But by what follow-up? Yeah, just ClouD can do something like this because he can feel much more safe than Bratok actually can.
Oh yeah, by double expanding here, ClouD kind of turns the whole matchup on its head. Bratok goes command center first against ClouD's gasless, like 1 racks fast expand. That's something ClouD can't really punish. So he's just like, all right, well, I'm going to go double command center. And by virtue of Bratok going CC first, there's very little he can do to punish that. Because as we can see, he's still got minimal tech. He's got no add-ons on his barracks yet. Very few units.
This is kind of like how Terrans feel in general when they see a Protoss go Nexus first. If they do not want to all-in early on, they often just answer by a triple command center. Because alright, if Protoss goes Nexus first, the attack is very delayed. They're not going to hurt me, so why not go triple orbital? And really outmind that Protoss. That sleazy son of a... that's how Terrans think about Protoss players these days, man.
I think that's what everybody thinks about Protoss players these days.
I have so much Protoss hate around me in the house. It's insane. But I do have Frenchie holding my back.
Frenchie's always got your back, bro.
We're living in a house with a couple of gamers. You guys gonna hear some announcement about that real soon.
Today, perhaps.
Yeah, today even.
The hope and the plan is for today.
And, well, of course, one of those guys. We give nicknames to everybody. And one of our players is named Frenchie, because he's pretty awesome. And he plays Bratok. Do you know who Frenchie is?
Somebody out there knows who Frenchie is.
Bratok is moving out, man, with a pretty serious Marine hit squad. He's in 36 SCVs right now. ClouD is at 39. So this is shaping up once more pretty okay for ClouD. You could say that Bratok has probably a small tag advantage, since ClouD didn't drop the factory yet, so his medevac is going to be a little bit later. He's just starting his +1 now as well. Let's take a look at Bratok. I think +1. Just starting for him for Bratok now too. So ClouD is even slightly ahead with the upgrades.
Retreat, Bratok. That's not a fight you can win. Oh wait, no, he's got reinforcements. It is a fight you can win. Retreat, ClouD. Both these guys kind of battling over the Zonaga tower.
ClouD in a little bit of trouble right now. I mean, this bunker is going to keep him fine for now, but
yeah, with repairs he's okay. And a good reaction there by getting those SCVs out into position. Bratok has no interest in, trying to crush his Marines against a bunker being repaired.
ClouD's factory is more than halfway done. Starport on the way for Bratok. So as I said, Bratok does have that tag advantage, but is that going to be enough, man? I mean, he's getting outmined pretty badly right now. It's triple orbital against dual orbital. Just now Bratok is starting his third command center, which he's starting over here. He's going to have to make something happen with those medevacs. If he doesn't make something happen, needless to say, ClouD is going to be in excellent shape in this game.
I don't think it's... Yeah, I mean, ClouD is floating over. He's going to be mining off of 3 bases in just a few seconds, just like you said there, Kev. The upgrades are basically even, so yeah, I mean, Bratok, I like that he was sort of greedy early on.
Yeah, but that's the problem. When you open that greedy, you're just in the dark. You have to worry about so many things. And apparently there's even a hard counter, and that is when they go triple orbital straight away. But maybe Bratok knows that. Bratok does have one advantage in this game right now, Ben. He has quicker medevacs. ClouD is just switching up right now to starport, and the fact that he's not doing it yet. ClouD starts switching up, because he needs medevacs, Ben. He needs to deal with this. Stimpack is pretty even for both players. ClouD has a sensor tower, but it's actually out of range of these two medevacs. Bratok throws down a scan, but he's going to see these Marines over here from ClouD, so I don't think he wants to drop there.
Yeah.
Maybe. It's not
that many Marines, but ClouD saw it, and he's bringing more Marines over into position, so...
I like that.
I think ClouD's in great shape. And
but look at this little counter on the top side of the map. That's very nice for Bratok.
Oh, that is very, very clever. ClouD's playing very well right now. He's got units in good positions. Yeah. He's got the sensor tower there. Now he's going to be able to react by sending some units down to the third.
How many? Who has more Marines here? Yeah, okay, but Bratok knows that it's spotted. So ClouD survives this critical phase where he was not allowed to take any damage. Well, there's still one more moment he's gonna have to survive. Bratok has stim right now, Ben, and ClouD does not have stim yet. Bratok has to make something happen.
Oh, here we go. Medevacs are all unloading. No stim has gone down yet. The thing is, though, that the... Oh, no, with the stim, ClouD has no chance of holding the line there. And now Bratok has got about 8 Marines in the base of ClouD. Ready. And at the same time, we've got this other poke coming into the back of the third base. ClouD's got plenty of units in position, though.
ClouD's going to be able to stim that as well. Once more, he's going to end up losing a few SCVs there. So this trade at the final moment where Bratok had a small window, because the moment stim would have been ready, Ben, this wouldn't have been possible. If he would stim in, he would snipe off the medevac instantly. So Bratok literally having a window of 5 seconds to make something happen, and he hits it. And if we take a look at the income tab right now, it's completely evened out.
Yeah, it was favoring ClouD a little bit prior to that. Bratok kills 14 SCVs, and now he has about a 3-worker lead.
Yeah, and he has complete map control. He's dominant all over the map. He has units in excellent positions. Still has that medevac over here.
Yeah, I really like how he's been constantly fighting ClouD over this Zonaga tower. And making ClouD really fight to hold this spot. I'm also really surprised at how these guys are both playing just like pure Marines. Just now the tank production's begun.
Bratok tried to drop over here, Ben, in the bottom side of the map, but just on the final moment I did catch a glimpse of ClouD stimming in and picking up that medevac. ClouD is much more prepared now as well. Bratok has to be careful. He can't be too overeager. If he just blindly stims in, I think he's going to end up losing a lot of units.
He's going to stim Billy, and Billy's going to get obliterated by a siege tank.
Why always Billy?
Billy draws the short straw every day. Why do people do this
always to beating them? Well, look at the amount of money that both players are earning. ClouD definitely saves up a little bit of energy. For this base here, it's mining close to 3,000 minerals per minute, 3,200 minerals a minute right now. That's insane. Like, talking about your macro kicking into overgear.
Yeah.
And how hard is it to keep your money low then? I mean, as Pro Tools, I don't really have any problems keeping my money low. As soon as I'm off racing as Terran and I drop a few more, I'm like, what do I do with all this money?
I have that happen all the time. I like play a team game or something, I'll get Terran, start dropping the mules, and it's just like I have 15 barracks and I still can't keep my money low.
Yeah, it's really hard. Also because your income is so has so much variance. You know, one moment it peaks so hard, and then it kind of drops.
Them Terran players.
It's not bad. They have pretty impressive macro.
Really close game right now. It's 160 supply on either side.
Yeah.
And it's hard to really...
ClouD has more Marines, but Bratok has more SCVs. But yeah, sorry Ben, go ahead.
Well, I was just saying it's hard to really decide, who would win in a fight, as the tank numbers are even. And like you said, ClouD does have more Marines.
And he has quicker upgrades as well. ClouD is 2-1 already, and 3-2 is on the way. Well, Bratok is just working on 2-2 right now. But of course, the player who's going to have siege tanks in position should be the player to come out victorious. I think ClouD.
Oh, Bratok siege mode's not ready yet. If ClouD just goes, he is going to just go. And now I think he realizes that siege mode's not ready. Kind of a weird fight
as well, out of range as well.
It's not like it's not a full concave, and ClouD ends up actually losing that fight. That could have gone much better for him. Now siege mode finishes for Bratok, so he will be able to hold the line. And what was a very scary moment for Bratok turns into an okay one.
Then again, ClouD, his forward base is a little bit quicker than the one of Bratok. Bratok already starting his 5th base as well, so he's really going for it. Bratok is almost maxed out, and if he's gonna try to make something happen right now, ClouD is gonna try to siege up right now. ClouD, yes, to siege up.
And he does, and Bratok is gonna back off. He does not want to pick a fight there.
This is gonna turn into a very strategical TPT right on the moment that ClouD on siege. Bratok goes for it once more, big stim.
Yeah, huge stim, and I think it's Bratok who's a little bit faster on the sieging. It's so hard to tell. Very, very even fight right now. Both players with about 150 supply. The trades virtually identical. Bratok backing up first, and ClouD at the end of that does come out slightly ahead.
I think this went so much better for ClouD than that first engagement. He did have a slightly better upgrade. If they would fight right now, it's even going to be much better. ClouD is going to be on 3-2 against, well, just now finished 2-2 for Bratok. In the fight, it was 2-2 against 2-1. Bratak's going to siege forward. ClouD could temporarily just back up, but he has so many siege tanks rolling in.
Well, Bratok really wants to fight. I think if ClouD were to just go, well, no, he's going to unsiege, or he's going to siege everything first. What a standoff. Look at all these units that ClouD has in the middle of the map. Like, what if you were to just send these Marines around and trap that little force?
To the natural, I'd say.
Yeah. But he has other plans. He's just going to march right forward. The old stem and A move. And here we go. A lot of Marines streaming in, and ClouD does have superior numbers, just melting away the siege tanks at Bratok, and ClouD playing so well here on Daybreak.
Yep, picking off 2 medevacs as well, also important. ClouD is doing this really, really well. We see both players working. Well, ClouD already has 3-2, but 3-3 for him is on the way. ClouD has the better tank upgrades as well, and I think that was very important in this fight. Not only did he have more tanks, he also had better upgrades.
He's going to move right across the bottom half of the map, dropping that good strategic scan so we can see exactly where Bradok's army is.
ClouD is really showing once more why he can be such a fantastic Terran player from time to time. It's just I don't think I know anyone who has more variance in his performance than ClouD. I mean, some people say the Muslim is unstable because one moment he plays fantastic, the other moment he doesn't really, but the same can be said for ClouD.
As he does go to take another big fight. Again, the number is overwhelmingly in ClouD's favor. Tanks well positioned for Bratok, but it just doesn't matter when you're this far down in terms of army supply, and ClouD will crush right through, could crush right through the 4th base of Bratok. And
well, Bradok's going to try to drop some Marines right on top of these tanks. He has to make something happen. ClouD has to... Ended up losing a few siege tanks, but he also killed 60 Marines, so...
Yeah, I mean, that would have been okay for Bratok if he was way up, but he's not way up. He needs those Marines. And ClouD at 180 supply right now against just 120. He's killed that command center, by the way.
Oh, nice shot from the planetary fortress.
Bratok going to try to counter on the top half of the map. But, I mean, ClouD's just all over everything, Kev. He's really, I mean, he's playing very well.
Yeah, he's playing really, really good. The same ClouD that we saw in the first 2 weeks of the NASL Season 3. He's going to stim in once more, pick up all these remaining tanks of Bratok. Bratok calls GG. And ClouD wins this series as well, which means that ClouD goes up 3-2 in the season, and Bratok, a player who managed to make it to the top 8 of the NASL Season 2, is now 0-5, man.
2nd place at the Gathering, one of the a very large European tournament, just like a month ago, maybe less than a month ago. Surprised to see Bratok 0-5 right now, but
yeah, I'm really surprised. He's such an excellent Terran player. Bratok is also one of those guys that always gets a lot of hype from his colleagues. Like people who play Bratok, they always say like, yeah, Bratok is really good. He's a former Brood War player. He has shown that he can compete in Brood War as well, which always gives you a little bit of extra credibility. Of course, the same can be said for ClouD. ClouD was an excellent Pro Tools in Brood War, from what I've heard. I do not know about that.
yeah,
It's crazy,
yeah, he was very, very good. But today he was better than Bratok. Takes that series 2-0. And continues to play very well. That last game brought to you by Epson Projectors.
I just double-checked if Bratok actually made it to the top 8 of the Season 2. I just remember or recall him winning that first playoff series, and he did. He managed to beat Dimaga last season at the finals of NASL Season 2, and now he's 0-5, man. I can't get my head around it. That's crazy.
It is absolutely crazy.